It's Tuesday, November 14th. This is The Gateway. I'm Wayne Pratt. The St. Charles County Council has tabled a resolution criticizing a program to resettle Latin American immigrants in the St. Louis region. At least one member says the measure is misguided.
I don't think this resolution accomplishes anything positive. I don't see its purpose. The county council has no control over these matters.
Supporters of the resolution say they do not trust the Biden administration to administer immigration programs. Council members discussed the resolution yesterday but did not vote on it. St. Louis Public Radio's Jason Rosenbaum reports the organization behind the program says council members are misinformed about the initiative.
The International Institute of St. Louis launched a program to settle immigrants from Cuba, Nicaragua, Venezuela, and Haiti in the region. That prompted 4 members of the St. Charles County Council to sponsor a resolution stating they are, quote, strongly opposed to the importation of illegal immigrants into the region. International Institute officials say the immigrants who participate in the program are in the country legally. But backers of the resolution, including Councilman Joe Brazel, say they don't trust the Biden administration to administer immigration programs.
It's not about whether or not they're going to contribute or not. It's about, are they legally entering the country?
Supporters of the resolution tabled the measure because 2 members of the council were absent. I'm Jason Rosenbaum, St. Louis Public Radio.
A report from the Missouri Attorney General's office accuses former St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner of bringing the city's criminal justice system to the brink of collapse. Andrew Bailey released the report based on a lawsuit to remove Gardner from office. She resigned in May, hours before a judge was to decide whether to schedule a deposition. Gardner had come under fire on several fronts, including not prosecuting cases and attending nursing classes. The report says the pursuit of that advanced degree while in office shows a lack of accountability. It also accuses Gardner of failing to effectively manage staff. Bailey is calling on legislators to strengthen the law, stating that public officials should devote all of their time to the office and amend the Victims' Rights Act. Workers from the nonprofit Places for People are calling on the group's leadership to stop union busting and support the process of a fair election. St. Louis Public Radio's Lucretia Wembley has more.
A couple dozen organizing union workers from Places for People are standing outside the company's building in Soulard. They're hoping to convince the group's board of directors to support unionization efforts. Gregory Tumlin, a substance abuse counselor at the health nonprofit, says there is much that needs to change.
The inconsistencies are galore. We have people who have been here 15, 17 years who are making less than people who are just starting.
Workers filed an unfair labor practice charge against the company in August. Places for People CEO Laura McAllister didn't acknowledge the union-busting accusations, but she says the company will bargain in good faith if a union formation vote passes. I'm Lucretia Wembley, St. Louis Public Radio.
The Environmental Protection Agency is partnering with Harris-Stowe State University to bring research projects and career opportunities to students. The collaboration is part of the Biden administration's effort to diversify the federal workforce by providing historically black institutions access to government agencies. EPA officials and students will work on area climate and landfill projects. They will also learn ways to improve the region's air. Freddie Wills is Harris-Stowe's Vice President of STEM Initiatives and Research Partnerships.
This will definitely give us the opportunity to educate students, train them, and get them skilled in an area that we don't typically work on day to day at Harris-Stowe.
Wills hopes the partnership will foster the next generation of environmentalists. A report from the American Lung Association shows Missouri has one of the highest rates of new lung cancer cases in the country. The Midwest Newsroom's Kayvon Mansouri has more.
The 6th annual State of Lung Cancer Report ranks Missouri 6th and Iowa 12th highest in the nation when it comes to new lung cancer cases per 100,000 people. Kansas and Nebraska remain at and below the national average for new cases. Smoking and radon exposure are 2 leading causes of lung cancer. Christina Hamilton is the director of the Regional American Lung Association.
There's definitely area for improvements to really expand awareness about lung cancer screening, reduce cost barriers.
Nationally, the report found the 5-year survival rate for lung cancer survivors is improving, especially among communities of color. For the Midwest Newsroom, I'm Kayvon Mansouri.
Some of the items we are following in the St. Louis Public Radio newsroom. St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones and the Human Rights Campaign are launching the 2023 edition of the Municipal Equity Index today at City Hall. The mayor's office says it provides a complete picture of how cities and towns are fighting for members of the LGBTQIA+ community. We are also monitoring developments in D.C., where lawmakers are facing a Friday midnight deadline to avoid a partial government shutdown. Congress is working on approving another short-term funding bill, but some Democrats, including President Joe Biden, are skeptical about the current proposal, which funds parts of the government through mid-January and some other programs through early February. Before wrapping up, 2 more people with ties to the St. Louis Blues are in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Former coach Ken Hitchcock and retired player Pierre Turgeon are part of the class of 2023 that was inducted last night. Hitchcock admits he was a demanding coach.
I know that may be a bad word to some people, but it's not to me. And I'm going to say this right now. I love the players. I love you guys. I think the world of you. You guys went through the wall, and we accomplished a lot of great things with a lot of good teams.
Hitchcock coached for 35 years, including 6 seasons with the Blues. Turgeon came to St. Louis in 1996 and stayed for the next 5 seasons. He says he misses the game.
When I played in the NHL or as a young kid, or even now, for an hour and a half, it feels like doing meditation for me. I get in my own little bubble, and all I think is, where's that black thing? I want it.
26 members of the Blues have been enshrined in the Hockey Hall of Fame. The Gateway is a production of St. Louis Public Radio, a listener-supported service of the University of Missouri-St. Louis. Theme music by Ryan McNeely of Adult Fur. I'm Wayne Pratt.
The puck is in, the home team wins the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game.
Support comes from the Missouri Forest Products Association, committed to conservation and careful management of the state's forests to make them more resilient and better habitats for wildlife. ChooseWood.com.